Right, so tonight we have the pleasure of introducing three people who are going to share how they have creatively found resources to fund projects in their classroom. So first of all, Lily will be sharing with us a project she did on frog dissection with her grade 7 students. And then we have Bevan Brunel, who teaches at Kelly School in Holyoke, a fellow science teacher and also alum of our program. And she's going to share or give an overview of her fully funded projects, one of which I think was just fully funded yesterday, as well as how you can do some fund matching. And then finally, we have one of our current MAT students, Anna Furr, who's a student teacher at Pioneer Valley Performing Arts in South Hadley. And she has done research for us over the past couple of weeks, and she's found 9 more resources to fund your projects. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with Lily, and she's going to share her project and give you some ideas around how to get some money to fund projects in your classroom.
Thank you, Bev. So just to give you a little bit of context, my presentation is showing you the basics of how easy it is to sign up for a particular website that I used called donorschoose.org. So here we go. So this is just some really basic information about how to sign up for Donors Choose. You can go to donorschoose.org. There's a lot of screenshots in here about how to sign up for it, so just follow along. When you get to donorschoose.org, basically all you have to enter is your email address and you choose a password. If you're a first timer, there's a prompt right here at the bottom and you just click create your account. And just so everybody knows, these slides will be available for you after, so you can go through this on your own in your own time if I go too quickly. Signing up for Donors Choose is really easy. You basically just have to enter very basic information about your school. This is the first screen that you'll see. You will click set up a teacher account. And then you answer some basic stuff about your school. You have to be a full-time educator, spend at least 75% of your time working with students, etc. You just commit that you will follow through with the process of Donors Choose if you get funded. Then you click I'm eligible. Let's get started. Stephen Colbert pops up and tells you that you're doing a really cool thing. And you just agree to the terms and agreements, just as you do with anything. Then you have to enter some information about your school. I still don't know how they have all of the information about all the schools across the country, but they somehow do, because magically, if you start typing the name of your school, it will pop up on a list. I'm always in awe of that. Select your school from the list. It shows you specific information. It pulls up all of the information like phone number, fax number, etc. And then you enter some information about yourself. So when I was doing this, I was a 6th and 7th grade teacher working mostly with 7th grade science students. I just put science teacher in my position details. I did not enter anything else. Then you have to list some basic contact information. I did enter my cell phone. I've never been contacted through cell phone by Donors Choose. I do frequently get emails from them, just in case you're a little bit nervous about putting your personal information in. You choose a password, and then you continue. So you're eligible. This is the overview, and then you get to go into a teacher tutorial, which shows you all the information about how to get projects funded and what the interface looks like. There's a slide, there's a presentation that pops up. You can click through at your own leisure to get more information about donorschoose.com and how to use it, .org. Once your account is set up, you do have to write a few short blurbs, including a description of your classroom and your students. I actually really enjoyed that process. And when your page is live, you can submit your projects. So there's a little bit more writing when you were writing in your project proposals. You have to justify the project and link it to student achievement and learning. But I found that it also helped me to justify my projects to the administration. They were a little bit finicky when I said that I wanted to cut open frogs with 7th graders, but they actually looked at my Donors Choose page and read the justification that I had written for that page and were like, oh, okay, I guess we can see how this is related to standards and we'll let you do this, I suppose. So once your project is posted, you basically just wait for the donations to roll in. So last summer, I actually had 2 projects. I started a really basic one just to get some gloves and goggles for my class, for my lab. It got funded in 4 days, and it was a $300 project. I was absolutely shocked at this. I did not think it was going to get funded, and I want to say 95% of the people who donated to my campaign were strangers. I did not post this on Facebook or anything. It was basically people who just use DonorsChoose.org as their main source of giving. The following fall, inspired by the funding that I had received, I started another project, and this time it was for frogs. So I've included 2 pictures here. These are my 7th grade students. You can see the frogs here, and the tables. They're also wearing the goggles and the gloves from the previously funded project. And they got super into it. Sorry if anybody is squeamish. It was so cool. Very well worth the money that was spent on it. So Donors Choose helped me get stuff in my classroom that I needed and I wanted, and I did not put up a cent of my own money. There's no harm in trying to get free stuff. Okay.